shades. I've got the idea of I also still like the idea of shades of Christmas. And then part of me still wants to do something standard gauge.
Good. I feel like the wharf is a fairly easy one to hell. The wharf is one of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we are!
Hey.
Huzzah!
Oh, we got it on, well done.
Yeah, at last.
Yeah, so it's this one.
It's not that much.
Usually
it's not much. I think it's 7 wide railway, quite standard.
Isn't it? Yeah. Where did you get it from? At some point I'm very tempted to have a wander and see if there is a suggestions generally, because I haven't really had a...
I'll come up along the bit. It's 12 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Shows on for the rest of the
train to Birmingham is about half 4.
Honestly, I didn't even know they cracked out to Birmingham.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I've got to drive back down, haven't I?
Yeah. Okay, so I've got to get into the centre of Birmingham, grab my hoop.
Enjoy the season.
Thank you. I've got to scale full through tomorrow. I'm going to see John Caitlin. The real Maxwell.
It's a bit odd seeing it shrunk down there.
Yeah.
I think working into a proper timetable would be quite effective with some of the stocks on the
It's nice seeing it in a quite a dismal sort of weather, because that's how it usually is up there as well.
It's the traditional, oh, it's raining again.
It's still a bit too dry to be realistic.
Yeah, but I guess we can't chuck throw a bucket of water on it might help, but George might kill you.
It'll only have one strip of track and it'll be straight through because they're doing what they call a modular layout, which is everyone has the same size board with the same strip of track, and then they can all come together. So at their show at the end, everyone bring them, and it will be one massive layout with different scenes all along. So the trains will shoot down. And this one here is all based on the Skarloey Railway. So Thomas.
Yeah.
So the guy who wrote the Thomas story was one of the original founders of the Talyllyn Conservation Society. So lots of the stories are based on things that happened on this railway. Yes. It's Peter Sand, blue and yellow. Because that's how he envisioned it. Which is why that's actually Peter Sand.
Number 7 is insisting on that.
So it's why I do it as like a which is why they don't have
That's the problem. And it means I don't want to
they do like the
smooth ties with a large block model. I kind of still want to have going to 7.
It makes
I mean, if you work on it now and again, it might be a year, maybe. Depends how fast you push it out.
It's the size of it still right. I'm thinking, could I get away using the Peter Sound chassis for 7?
I think they do like it.
Maybe this is kind of chassis.
Because the Peter Sound chassis is inherently
I've seen it, I've never done it.
It's got the tight wheelbase. That's why it works with the tight wheelbase.
I still want to figure out how to put outside frame wheels on it. So I've got wheels from a Farish 08 at one.
I mean, I've got
one of George's Stanhope kits to do that with then.
because I've got a I've got a Class O. I don't know how chassis kicking around sauce.
Yeah, well that's it. But then Rhian's like, Rhian sometimes gets into it. She's like, I'm busy with the trains, or I'm filming, or I'm having interviews and meetings and things. And then she gets a lot to do. And I was like, well, she likes what she says gardening. She'll get like, now she's into yoga. And now she's thinking of opening a baby cafe. Because a baby cafe, which is like, yeah, so we used to take our kids to one. But the one in Shrewsbury closed because of flooding. But that's got to be done. So you do. I'm trying really hard not to take work home because I think when you start doing that, it's spiral. And I think that's not very. I think that's very quite consistent.
I think that's fine. And he worked since the 60s. Yeah. How much very familiar. Can you give me a poke, George? Thank you.
Yeah, pretty nice.
I've got.
My intentions are is to capturing
No, it's good. It's nice to, you know, if I do
So I've got, in my mind, what I've got, I want to build a layout to it. I've got like a drawing plans for effectively sort of a southwestern independent 3-foot line that gets absorbed into the London southwestern, and just like a bigger cab on it, a bigger fitting, so it looks like a true Ptarmigan. That's what I'm thinking of as a very cheap kit. Fine detail. The rest will be out like body shape.
It is absolutely the film, but not only that, I found is if I've like.
I will include like.
Are you alright? Yeah. I sent Fletcher.
We need one of the bag leads.
It's like Skarloey's company, United Speckled Shed. Oh, it was like the best.
Business cards with them.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I think.
You need one of the formations of one of the bag leads at the other end, so that one of the engines airports have failed.
Yes.
So what's your next? That happened to me one time with two. That was actually quite a fun day.
So.
I really want to just. I have to do these ideas in sketches. I have that whole idea, but like just a bit fell off the engine.
Keep using it. They've got like they've all got the couplings which hold them together, but I've got magnets underneath the track at certain points, so they can auto uncouple, which is what Alex is doing as they pull up now. There's a spot there which is on the rear one, that's where they stop and uncouple. So should know.
Really clever. So it comes up here and then goes back
That's it. So what we do on narrow gauge, because the lines are like end to end, when it gets to the top, they uncouple, go round what we call a run-around loop, and then they'll pull the train back down. They don't have turntables to face the other way.
So it goes that way, it'll come back up here,
absolutely,
attached to this end and go back
and then it will pull it back. So
That was good.
I love watching Mike. I used to watch that with my granddad.
I don't have many decent skills. I do want to make this big deal.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Maybe if
start trying quilting and, you know, so you can kind of get...
So I can fine tune
Your hook or my hook?
my hook.
Okay.
It's mine. Yeah, because again, even the couplings, you have to make those up from extra pieces, so you have to fold them up. I was doing that this week after the Black Country pitch.
So you make more... So you're not... You haven't bought trains.
So they're usually like kits and things like that. So some of them have been made from like brass.
But that's on about 25.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I expected about that. But I mean, like it was a bit juddery, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the NEC it was worth.
Yeah.
Might just need to give it a nudge.
There we go.
Yeah, give it a nudge.
Oh, is it stopped on the point?
Beam footsie once more. There we go.
No.
Might need to be a bit higher on the floor there.
Well, it might be if we bring it into the filler yard
Yeah.
and like rag it full pelt and just iron it out.
Okay.
Because I used to do that on Corris before, right? And obviously they're running,
Yeah.
but these they're not running that much.
It doesn't like the roastings.
No. It's alright, I think that's one of the newer chassis, so it might just need running in. It's a nice little set you put on there.
I thought I'd get a bit creative with it, so...
What do you think of the wood planking? I tried...
It is very nice. I do like it. Yeah. I mean, that wagon's normally got a lot of stuff in it, though.
Yeah, I'm going to make loads for them, like... That's why I always get a lot of comments about my channel and people going, oh, your technique's really good. It's like, well, they're only my techniques because I found that playing around and that ended up working for me, but... You know, someone goes, oh, I can't get, like, because I wash everything, they call it a black wash, which is I dirty up the engines by washing them in black paint and then wash it off, and it leaves the remains of the black to make them look sooted up.
Yeah.
And someone will go, oh, I can't get that to work. I was like, okay, we'll find a different technique that works for you then, but that's what works for me. I made them under different lighting and then stuck them on the layer, they wouldn't look right, so I have to model them under the correct lighting.
So you've got to think right to the end of the project of what lighting you're going to use to make sure that everything...
Yeah, this... No, well, this is set in water, so this is why...
Sewing and stuff. So I've got like a daylight.
Yeah, it's like a ring.
Ring one, yeah. Which is okay. It's not the same.
No.
in the summer when you've got actual day.
No, you need to have the right set up, really. I've got a few of them in the room.
So you've got one room just dedicated?
Yeah, I did a bit on that as well. It was just like a spare bedroom, you know, we could so always chattering and then the kids have got their Lego and stuff as well, so yeah, it's really good.
I've got a few.
Yeah,
I seem to remember it's Corris.
There you go. Yeah, you've got so you're a guard, aren't you?
Trainee guard, trainee station master.
Station master and guard, yeah. So
I am close to my assessment for the station master though. Test.
Fair play. Does that need a push?
It does need a push.
Don't need a push.
Fine.
Leave me alone. Get your finger of God out of the way.
Yeah, no, it's been a really nice project. I've had a long my first project.
So what made you think of doing this? Was it just the love of this particular station and this line? And you
when I met Brian, we spent all our holidays in Talyllyn, and like I say, eventually we got married on it. And then I've always modelled the Talyllyn, but I did Corris as my first proper project, which is just
it made me think about going back. So I did love it, you know. I mean, maybe not.
Well, do you know what? Like, I was chatting.
The bones don't like sleeping on the floor anymore.
But you know Amy Lewis?
Yes.
She was in my at our show. She was my helper at the Blackcountry with the group Thursday. If you look at the figure on it, that's me on the footplate that I get 3D scanned and put on it.
I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, so it's very small, but you should just about make out that that's me on there.
Leaning out. Oh yeah. Has it mini me?
Yeah, so I was 3D scanned, so there's a company that sponsors me. Thank you. Yeah, that's me. There's a lot to it. Oh, I think you stopped, Alec. Did you stop intentionally then? Oh,
no, I didn't. I forgot to set the point because I'm distracted.
Too much gossiping going.
Are you giving it
I'm
power?
always a good distraction, darling. There it is.
Oh, there we go. So he does chat.
No, it's amazing.
But no, there's a lot to it, but it's been quite good because I've had a few from the Year 8 class have come to see it because they follow it. And in fact, I've just been chatting to a girl who was in my Year 10 class in the hospital. She's now just finished Year 11, so she came to talk, which is brilliant. It's amazing. I found out who got the job for me, went for the job.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because when I left my first placement, they were like, sorry, help me.
Considering the position of the lakeside is not in the quarry.
Exactly.
That's the trouble.
That was quite upsetting, but the girl was hot for the range, she spent like 7 ranges.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was thinking I'd like a 1920 style.
yeah, I heard he was lovely. I never met him. Yeah.
Well, you know, you make these with fabrics to make that.
Being the Skarloey.
Oh, is that a new thing? Or is that
No, I've done it.
what does it mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so and
I don't know the particulars of
something like that.
It's the only.
So you're going back to do that today?
Well, I'm going to try and get some fab one.
I'm going to contact the Provenskade. The sheds on Skarloey is next to the main line.
Because everything's made by hand, so I would like paint everything and things. And then I've decided the next project's going to be something completely different. So whilst this is narrow gauge, like miniature trains, the next one will be standard gauge, so main line.